You know, when we want to start a project as an entrepreneur, we always have this tendency to think we need more expertise, we need more resources, we need more skills, but none of that is true. You need those, but not in the way that you think and not in the magnitude that you think you need them. Um, I had a fashion brand for about 6 years, and I struggled a lot. Like, I mean, I was like going through so much money, so much, I was mounting up debt. I was, trying so much. I was working at a job. I was bartending, and then I was paying for the expenses at the fashion company. Just like freaking just back and forth for so long, and then I basically at the end shut it down, and then worked for like had two bartending jobs for about a year and a half to pay for all that debt, and still some left. But with this project that I'm doing right now, you know what? I just gave up everything, and I especially the things that the old self would do, and this is really really crucial in order to actually get to the future. We don't need more resources, we don't need more skills, we don't need any of that. That will come after. What we actually need is to kill the old self, right? Kill, and how to do that? By killing parts of that. Meaning, like, if you have all the habits you have, all the relationships you have, all the things you do, all those things need to go. Like, that's the only way, and it's so simple, and that's maybe why people don't do it. Maybe that's why I still don't 100% believe in it, but it's just so simple. But it is hard though, like letting go of the things that you're just like by default as a human. It's really really hard to let go of the things that you were, like the habits, the relationships, the friendships, all those things that you have going on. And you don't have to cut everything. I think you just need to have that kind of conversation, or like, chat with it or with that thought, and be like, look, this is where we're going. We're going to be working like this, we're going to be doing this and this and this. Are you on board? And sometimes they say yes, but they don't actually mean it. They just don't want you to stay, and they do whatever to kind of guilt you into coming back. But this is where it gets interesting. You just have to keep pushing not to work, pushing to kill the old self. And that's the only way. That's the start of a new. That's that, and then you start to see things, and then you start to come across things randomly, and and then because your mind is gonna be looking for it. And I know that it sounds kind of crazy, but the mind and the universe are much more connected than we think. We think it's all physical and this, and this, and you need to have this to have this, but it's much more spiritual, much more deeper. But it only starts when you let go, when you're okay with just removing things from your life. And trust me, it changes in a huge way, and it's really 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 hard for you to even consider going back. Like, at this point in my life, honestly, just between me and you, I'd rather actually die, literally, than go back. Because your biology changes so much that you're like, I just can't see how I would go back to having the job, having all those things, so, but whatever that is for you, I'm not saying maybe it's not even entrepreneurship, maybe it's something else, maybe you think it's entrepreneurship, but whatever it is, just know that that's the way. I wish someone told me this 6 years ago, and it would have saved my life, would have saved 6-7 years of my life.